Hi, welcome to Nakama News. I'm your host, Jordan Goldie, and this is my co host, Jamie Lawagi. And tonight we got a special episode for you. We're going to be interviewing a One Piece novice.
Yeah, exclusive interview. We're going to be grilling the heck out of them.
I don't know about that, but we do want to highlight the differences between the state of One Piece back then and the state of One Piece now, and how we see how we see One Piece and how much it's grown.
And making our buddy feel a little silly in the meantime.
All for your viewing pleasure. This is Nakama News. Welcome to the news.
The common news, you'll see friendship when you view the common news. Well, everyone lends a helping hand or two. I'm glad you could stick around for a minute now. You're always welcome at the common news.
All right, welcome to Nakama News. I'm one of your co-hosts, Jamie, and I got Jordan with me. And then today we have a special guest, one of our high school friends, Weston Anderson. Welcome to the show, Wes.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we brought Weston on, right, Goldie, because Weston is kind of a One Piece noob. He's 100 episodes in, and we thought it would be fun to highlight kind of what he knows, what he doesn't know, and what that early One Piece vibe is like. Let me give a little bit more about Weston. He's, I believe you watched a few different anime shows in your life. This isn't your first one, right?
No. This is the first time going back to what I'd consider a classic or an older, art style. Mostly the new stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a change of pace.
It's gotta get weird. Yeah,
Yeah.
the old animation. Man, I kind of grew up on that with like Dragon Ball Z and stuff, so I guess I'm still a little used to it. But
Yeah, and I grew up with Dragon Ball. Yeah, I grew up with Dragon Ball, but recently it's all been the top tier new stuff that's got such great graphics or artwork that it was a little cringy going back, and the humor is a little cringy at times.
oh yeah, that
But
95 humor.
it's fun.
Yeah, no spoilies, but I think that the animation quality takes a jump at around like 300 episodes. And
Just 200 to go.
So I'm getting there.
you're getting there. Yeah, the humor stays about the same. So
Yeah.
It does get better. That's the point.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's not going to go down. So I'm excited for it.
all right. So we have kind of three segments, kind of three and a half. The first segment, general questions, and then we have a couple game-like segments. I'm just going to start off the first segment here with the first question. You know,
You can do it.
what your overall impressions so far of the show of One Piece?
Okay. So overall, like I kind of said, I like the kind of the throwback feel of it. The quirkiness is fun. The tempo has already changed. It was pretty fast initially. I kind of feel like it was hopping around. They weren't spending a whole lot of time anywhere. So I wasn't getting real familiar with the world. They were moving around, meeting new people all the time, establishing the crew. So I kind of feel now, I don't know, I think I'm at about 120 episodes in.
What's the last thing that happened in the show?
So the last thing was the big Usopp and Chopper fighting Mr. Four and Miss Merry Christmas.
That's a good one. Did you finish it?
That fight and that was I was holding my breath because it was probably the most violent thing in the show yet.
Oh, God,
with Usopp gets it in the face with that bat. It actually caught me off guard because no one really dies. So it was probably the most violent thing yet. That was a cool.
Even more than the fingers at Drum Island.
The fingers at Drum Island.
Luffy's climbing up with Sanji on his back.
Oh, okay, yeah. I forgot about that. So that was the first thing that I was like, holy shit. Like, and,
Careful more. You
but it wasn't as bad as taking a bat to the face. Which I actually, I didn't know what was going to happen to Usopp. So him bouncing back and having that fight was actually really cool.
And good for Usopp not dying.
Yeah.
All right, Gold, you take it.
Yeah. So Wes, I want to know the kind of anime that you've watched. Have you watched anything like One Piece before? And then what are your favorites besides One Piece?
So like I said, Dragon Ball's probably the closest thing. I watched Naruto. So, those two are both, starting back quite a few years. So similar humor, similar art style.
Okay.
So,
I'm
and
anime Noob, just the One Piece.
no, yeah, yep. And so for new stuff, I pretty much watched all of the new stuff. Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan, Shield Hero.
Nice.
A lot of shonen.
Yeah, a lot of shonen, My Hero. So yeah, it was. I don't know. For my favorite, I really like Attack on Titan. I really like Demon Slayer. They're probably my top two.
Can't go wrong with Attack on Titan, man.
Yeah.
And they're all good.
And right now, there's kind of something about actually being able to binge a show and finish it, or get caught up.
True.
So it's kind of an endless battle with One Piece right now.
Yeah, getting caught up. That's got to be a heck of a battle right now. I can't imagine. I started back when it was 200 episodes in, so it wasn't quite as daunting.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm trying to think. I think I started 2012, and then 600, 500 episodes, 600 episodes. And then back then you would finish it and then you would just restart it again. By the time you got there's another 100 episodes.
Like another 50, 100 episodes. I did that once or twice in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I'd have that luxury, because I'd like to actually retain some more of the scenes and everything that happens and actually catch on to more, but I feel like I'm just trying to catch up.
Nah, you're doing fine. No worries. With the show so far, what's been like your favorite moments of the show so far?
So favorite moments. So it might be an unpopular opinion, but for some reason I really like the Little Garden arc with those giant guys fighting. Yeah. I don't remember their names, and
Dory
that was kind of the. Yep. I don't know. I like that. It was. I'm sure it wasn't the first expansion on the world in that way, but it kind of it showed you some different creatures and some different, aspects that I didn't even know. Dinosaurs and these giant Viking people, and then obviously the what's the name of the group right now that they're fighting?
Baroque Works.
Yep, the Roadworks. So it's kind of getting into that when they meet him at the island. So yeah. I really like that. I don't know. It comes to mind. There's a lot of
moments in Little Garden.
A certain moment.
Was there a part of Little? Did you just like the world building of Little Garden? Because up until Little Garden, I think everyone tells you like how fantastical the islands are, and the show's going to be. And the show's actually pretty straightforward, other than fishmen. And then all of a sudden you got giants and dinosaurs, and you're like, this island's way different than the other islands. Is that more so what? Or was there a moment on the island where you're like, I like
Yeah, no, it was more the big picture, seeing the potential of the show. They mentioned the different types of islands and them having like a winter island, summer islands, all that. So just expanding on the world from it just being pirates wandering around what you could imagine as Earth to being something totally different. So that's why I like that. It wasn't necessarily a moment. It was more of an arc, I guess, or whatever.
It changed kind of like what the show was for you a little bit.
Yeah.
Goalie, hit that next question, Goldberg.
Yeah. So I want to know characters. Tell me your 2 favorite Straw Hats and your 2 favorite non-Straw Hats, and then 2 characters you don't like.
I'm always changing. like because of that fight with Usopp that I like Usopp right now.
Okay, we got another
He
Usopp guy.
Man,
yeah.
I hated early Usopp, man. I can't believe that. That's
Even at this point, you didn't like him.
I think he had a little bit of a moment with Arlong Park when he like beats that one fisherman guy, and then that was okay. And then yeah, that moment was probably his best early on moment with Miss Wind or whatever her name was. Yeah, I got you.
Usopp's the only normal guy on the show.
And he overcomes his fear and his like desire to run away.
He does.
So
He does.
yeah, so right now I like Usopp.
Okay.
I wouldn't say he's
Need one more.
like a favorite necessarily.
Yeah.
Well, we're counting it because you just went off on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how do I not say Luffy? I guess,
Luffy,
but
okay, safe pick.
yeah, I'd say Luffy and Usopp right now, and that's kind of because everyone else has kind of been laying low. Zoro hasn't been doing a whole lot. Sanji hasn't been doing a whole lot. So I think it's just the big moments lately.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I just had recently Luffy fighting Crocodile and losing in the desert.
Yeah, when
you
he
know,
gets
and coming back from that, impaled, and
That's a tough watch. Did you think he was dead?
I snapped Jamie and said, I guess Luffy dies.
Chopper.
No, I didn't think he died, but it was pretty hardcore.
When I first saw that scene, I thought One Piece was going to do some Goku type stuff.
Like comes back somehow. Yeah.
I was ready for it.
Any characters you didn't like? Yeah. You can just choose one, two.
Of the Straw Hats?
Anyway, any characters you haven't liked?
Yeah.
Like, not necessarily because they're bad, like
a bad guy.
Like they're a bad character.
Yeah, I don't like the overly cringy, like, I don't know the numbers of the people. Is it number 2 that changes faces, or number 3?
No,
the dancing guy. The dancing, yeah. He, if I could get rid of one character on the show, it'd be him.
Wow.
Dang.
Wow.
Okay.
He's just so cringy all the time, dancing around, and he's meddling all the time. So they're meddling all the time. So
all right, that's a hot one. I wasn't gonna say Mr. 2, but I'm with it.
What's this coming up with takes, man?
I might say Kobe or Helmeppo or something, but no, straight to Mr. 2. All right. What'd you say, Goldberg?
Do we want to get one more character? Or are we good?
No, I think
bad one or what?
All right,
no,
all right. We'll keep it going.
He's already hurt my feelings enough. Yeah. So I guess my question for you, Wes, is, what are any general theories on where One Piece is going, or things that may happen? Anything that you at all that your mind's like saying, oh, this show's taking me here, or this character is going here, or this is what's going to happen? Anything like that you've had?
So not really. We kind of discussed how the world was opened up, recently with the Little Garden and seeing all these different, I don't know, creatures and islands and that. So I haven't seen enough to see a theme or to see a direction it's going. Crocodile's obviously a big villain, and being one of 7 warlords, I imagine that it's a long road dealing with this same group. But beyond that, I don't have any wild predictions on anything.
That's okay. I wouldn't expect, if you did, that would be the most impressive thing I've ever seen.
I've somehow stayed spoiler free, so.
Yeah, Goldie, even when he said he watched a review video, I said, clear your YouTube history, because you will get spoiled immediately on your YouTube. Thankfully, didn't watch it on this, but
Yeah,
Goldie,
that's
I
not a
stole
bad
your
idea.
question. You take my next question, Goldie. I stole yours. I'm sorry.
It's all good. All right, Weston, we're gonna hit you with a big one because
Oh no.
Jamie just asked you for predictions and you didn't have any, so now I got to make you predict something.
Okay.
What is the One Piece?
All right. I had a hot take I was texting Jamie about the other day. It's guaranteed to be correct at this point.
Okay.
It is one piece of fruit that gives you all the power.
Dang. Okay.
It's like My Hero, all for one type of
All for
deal.
one.
Gets
All
everything.
power. All
Yep.
might. We're crossing shows now.
Yeah.
That's how we got into My Hero.
I thought you were going to go with the one piece swimsuit.
I was gonna open with that. If I could share my screen and pull it up, I would have. I should have thought ahead. It's just Nami wearing a really nice one piece.
And
She would never.
I would say this. I mean, this isn't meant to be a spoiler, but more relating to you. Goldie and I are 1,182 chapters in, and I still couldn't give you a better answer than what you just said.
That's crazy. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, at least it's keeping you guessing.
I think they've established so many good things with the show that even if they fumble the last two chapters, I'll be disappointed, but I'll still be like, that was still pretty good, you know.
I'm just glad it ended.
I mean, they got you to watch over 1,000 episodes of something. It must mean it's good.
Keep it going. So what kind of powers do you think that the crew is going to get in the future? If you could name one for each guy or person, crewmate.
So I don't think I could guess for each of them when
Give us a couple.
I've thought about this and pondered level ups and stuff like that. What I'm seeing with the really strong enemies and or allies like Ace is an aspect of elemental use. So I feel like that would make sense that there would be some type of elemental power up that they could harness. So I mean, I would just be randomly guessing if Luffy got this or Nami got that, but I guess that's my only prediction is that'd be the direction.
Elemental. Okay, I like it. Let's keep it going here. So Oda is known for laying down references to stuff very early on. There's definitely been a couple that you've seen, or at least in the episodes that you've seen up until now. Do you have any ideas on what some of his foreshadowing events might have been?
So there's one, and it has to do with my elemental idea. I don't remember the name of the town, but when Luffy is about to get killed by Buggy and he gets saved by some person we've never seen and I don't think I've seen since, unless I'm forgetting, but and there was like a lightning strike, and so that's what I kind of drew my elemental idea from that they seem strong. You got Ace who's got fire, you've got Crocodile who does the sand stuff. So I think that's kind of tying together my idea there, whether it's right or not.
Okay.
But that's the only thing that I can see was kind of a loose end that I haven't seen more of.
No, that's good. Yeah. So you're thinking of Log Town at the end of Log Town when Luffy escapes from the
Yep.
when he's about to get decapitated and he's like, I'm dead.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah, it's a very hard question to answer because Goldie and I know the answers, and I don't think we would have known the answers as we're watching them.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. No, that sounds good. That's the last of our intro questions, Weston. And if you're okay, we're ready to move on to our second segment.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. So for our second segment, we are playing the relevance game. Okay.
Yeah.
The relevance
Yeah,
game works
yeah.
like this. We will show you and say a character's name, and then you tell us, is that character relevant or not, or somewhat relevant? Those are your three choices. All right. Do you
Okay,
understand?
so yes. Is this my opinion currently? Are they relevant, or will they be relevant, or a combination?
Good question. This is, are they going to be relevant for the rest of the story?
Okay.
Yep, because there are some people that might be relevant during an individual arc or individual plot point, but we want to know, do you think 1,000 chapters later, is this character going to be relevant, somewhat relevant, or not relevant anymore, and was just an early character that was nothing?
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. So our first one, and I got a little slideshow put together by my wife. We got Shanks. Okay. What do
He
you think
he's
about
he
Shanks?
he's got to be relevant.
He's confident. I like it.
Got to
All right.
be.
Yeah, confident. Okay. All right, Goldie.
Yeah, let's see it. We got Whoop Slap, the mayor of Luffy's village.
uh,
You remember this guy?
I don't, but I'm gonna say he's not relevant.
Okay.
Okay. Not relevant. Whoop slap. Okay. Harsh, man. Harsh.
Doesn't care about Whoop Slap.
I'm just imagining Luffy's not going back there. He's got a long road ahead of him. So unless his mayor gets on a boat and tracks him down, I don't know how he's gonna find him.
All right. Buggy the Clown.
He he it, somewhat relevant.
Somewhat relevant.
Somewhat
Okay.
relevant.
They've had him very involved so far. Not as much recently, but
Can we ask
yeah.
what you thought of Buggy the Clown?
Mixed. There were times I kind of thought he was cool, but mostly annoying and like a pest, like getting in the way. And that's kind of the way he was portrayed, and kind of how Luffy like
Yeah, he was.
handled him. He was just like a little pest type of deal. So
Fair. Fair. Okay. Let's see here. This guy.
I
Gaimon.
yeah I love that little arc with him. Somewhat relevant. I think he'll pop up.
Okay.
Okay. Hot take. You think Gaimon is going to be more relevant than Whoop Slap the Mayor? Okay, we got you.
Yep, I do.
All right, Don Krieg, the Baratier guy.
Yeah, I think he's gonna come back, but somewhat relevant.
Somewhat relevant for Don Krieg. Okay. All right. Let's see it.
Really curious if we get any comments on these.
Here you go,
Don't
Goldie.
spoil it. We got Kobe.
Oh, he'll be
Weird
back.
card.
Be back. They've hinted at him. That'd be one I could have, I guess, spoken about when you asked me if there's anything I've seen that is maybe pointing towards the future.
Okay.
There's been little clips of him.
Let's see some Kobe foreshadowing in the future.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, Kobe. Yeah, I did not like Kobe episode. What is he? He's like first episode, right? Where he's just a little crybaby. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Gin or Jin from same arc as Don Krieg.
Don Krieg's right hand man.
Somewhat, because if he's with him, I imagine he's going to be there. So yeah, somewhat relevant.
Somewhat
All
relevant.
right. You're not hedging your bets. I respect it. You're just playing the game. All right, Goldie, introduce this guy.
We got, you probably know this one was, that is Crocodile.
That's what's interesting about this show, is that no one's dying. There's no end to anyone really. So is that going to change with someone as big as, one of the 7 warlords? I feel like he's not going to be relevant once he's taken care of.
Okay, crocodile.
Could be true. Can't tell you. Sorry, buddy. All right. Lieutenant Fullbody. He was on Gratier as well.
He was the guy that was right at the beginning.
Yeah, he was an ass.
Yeah, so I think all those guys are going to be somewhat.
Somewhat. Okay.
Yep.
You think
that for crocodile too?
No, crocodile I don't think will be relevant. I'm saying the guys that were with
with Don Creed. Okay.
Yep, Don Creed.
All right. Goldie, this guy.
That's the whale.
I think he's going to be relevant. You don't cheer up a whale that much and not have him come back and help you.
I like it. He's on Laboon's side.
Doesn't like Luffy kick his ass and he's like, now we're friends, right? He's like, your old friends used to kick your ass all the time.
He just paints his forehead. Good to go.
All right. Ready for the next one, Wes?
Yeah.
All right. Dr. Kareha from Drum Island. The 160-year-old lady.
Yeah, so I didn't really like that character. Sends Chopper off nice, so I liked her at the end. Not relevant.
Not relevant for Dr. Kareha.
Confidence.
All right. Wes is probably one of your favorites. Looks just like you. Just kidding.
Oh my god. We are wearing glasses that are kind of similar.
And you do your hair like this often.
Yeah. I was gonna say, can we get like his hair?
I think he's gonna be relevant. He kind of a little snake. I think he's gonna keep working his way through the organizations.
Okay.
All right. So you think relevant or somewhat relevant? Relevant. All right. Let's see here. Dorian Broggy, my man.
I hope somewhat relevant. I don't expect them to be totally relevant, so somewhat.
Okay. I was hoping they come back. Got it.
Yeah, that was his favorite little arc. He's got to make an appearance. All right, Goldie, this guy, the Logtown Savior.
We got the Logtown Savior.
Yeah, that's the guy. He's going to be relevant.
Okay.
We can't say anything. Can't make any face.
You'll find out.
Nothing given away. No spoilers here.
We'll come back to this one when we interview again in like 800 episodes.
In 2 years.
The comment section, our two viewers are gonna drag you through the mud, buddy.
Might be Laura. We'll see.
Yeah, just my wife. Yeah.
Laura roasts me.
All right, that was our first segment. You did well. Okay.
Yeah.
Good job, Wes. Good job. Okay. Now the second segment, which I am very excited for. This is called the Devil Fruit Game. Okay. So what we've done is we have taken descriptions of real and fake devil fruits, and we will read them to you, and you tell us, is that a real devil fruit? Is it not? And disclaimer, though some of these are real and you'll encounter them later, I did try my best to make sure that you won't be spoiled ahead of time, and you'll just, once that devil fruit pops up, you'll be like, oh, that's what they were talking about.
Sounds good.
All right. So I'm going to start this one off here, and we will let you know if you're right or wrong this time, because it's not as...
Wes is just sitting there like, we're just giving answers.
I'll be more surprised, I'm sure.
Feel free to reason through it as much as you want, okay? So the first devil fruit is a fruit that turns the user into a flavorful dough-like dessert.
Is that a real devil fruit?
Or is it fake?
It's fake.
That is, in fact, a real devil fruit.
Oh my gosh.
It's a real one. We need like big
like imagine Imagine you eat a devil fruit, give up the power to swim, and that's what happens to you.
Turned into dessert.
Well, Luffy will take care of that just fine. He'll just chow him up.
They get worse. Don't worry. That was a pretty neutral one to start it off. All right,
Oh
Goldie.
my gosh.
Yeah. So the next one we got is a fruit that turns the user into water and gives them the abilities to use water attacks.
That would go along with my elemental theory, but also you can't swim once you've eaten them, so not real.
That is, in fact, not a devil fruit.
Yes.
West.
1 and 1.
At least not yet. Like, at least 10, 80, 10.
It might change.
That was an 80
True.
Not real. Yeah. That was good. Wow. I thought that would throw you for a loop because you were so on the elemental thing.
That was supposed to be the one that stumps you.
All right,
Jamie.
Yeah, this one's good. This one's good. A fruit that allows the person to turn themselves into any type of fruit physically, and it allows them to use offensive strategies such as banana peel slipping or lemon juice eye stinging.
That sounds real, like a sidekick to someone. That sounds real.
That is a fake Jamie made up devil fruit.
We should maybe submit these.
Oda, the writer, has gone on record saying his favorite things to do is create characters, and I feel like somebody who squeezes lemon juice into someone's eye, makes him slip on banana peels, would be right in his wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Man, Jamie, you're going to be writing about 100 episodes.
Oda's watching our YouTube video. He's our 7th subscriber. All right.
Let's keep it going. So we got a fruit that turns you into a giraffe and gives you sword powers as a giraffe.
Well, not real.
That is, in fact, a real devil fruit.
A real devil fruit.
There's no rationale here.
Welcome to One Piece.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Next one. A fruit that allows you to change objects into any type of clothes, useful for extreme weather conditions.
I'm second guessing myself based on what I've gotten wrong. Real.
Real.
Ding, 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 ding!
Yes.
It is real. Someone got right or second?
Second, I think.
You got the water one right.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay. All right. Goldie, get the next one.
It's a fruit that shoots tacos at high speeds.
Not real.
That is, in fact, not a real devil fruit.
There we go.
Right.
I think we're half and half.
2
We
ridiculous for one, but the
3 and 3 the scores right now. We got one more left. Will he win the game? Will he lose? Okay.
Is that what it all comes down to this?
Yeah. All comes down to this one, and this is my favorite description. A fruit that stops you from aging and causes everyone who's ever loved you to forget you exist just by physically touching them.
Oh my. Real.
Ding, 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 ding! He got it again. Wow.
That's pretty extreme.
Yeah.
Hey, that kind of lines up with my theory that Nami's 1,000 years old.
Oh
I just text Jamie today.
Yeah,
kind of a joke theory, but
say that theory because I think that's hilarious, and also I want it to be on record. Say it real quick.
Oh, it is. It's recorded.
It started by I said that Nami was Luffy's grandma, and she's 1,000 years old and she's really good at navigation because she's been everywhere, and she ate the time travel fruit.
Dang.
So
Is she just
he
fake?
introduces a couple things there: time travel fruit. Questions why Nami's so good at navigation at a young age. The where does the grandma part come in? I wasn't quite sure. Can you?
I don't remember. That was in our text group chat. I don't remember how that was brought up.
It's getting unhinged.
Yeah, it was something wildly inappropriate, I think.
Man, if Nami
Like
was
we've
Luffy's
got
grandma.
All right, we got a couple closing questions for you, and then we'll let you go. Okay.
All right.
All right. So I just want to know, what are you hoping to get out of One Piece? What are you hoping to see?
Um, well, the people I know that have watched it love it and love the story, and I am a person that doesn't like when a show ends. If I like the show, it's hard. I like it to just keep
With you
going, and
there.
this seems like it has that potential. So if it keeps me hooked, and if these arcs keep delivering, like they're ramping up, um, yeah, I just want a long story out of it, and I think it's definitely got that.
I think you're in
No,
for one heck of a ride, but
yeah.
Well, I'm excited. I'm excited for the level ups and power creep that is typical in an anime that I would anticipate is coming. Um, that just expands that world even more.
especially in
So
a shonen anime.
yeah.
Those are very specific. So what don't you like about the show so far, Wes? Any critiques?
Um, pacing being kind of inconsistent. And maybe it'll be a little better now that I'm a little more established. Some like any older anime, the cringy parts sometimes are too much, but it's not as bad as other shows I've watched. So that's not really a something I don't like.
Okay.
No, I feel with any
Yeah.
weekly anime, it's gonna be pacing kind of concerns the whole time. But
Hmm.
yeah, it's not so bad.
Yeah,
Last
yeah.
question.
I don't get bored.
Good, good. All right, last question for you. Will you keep watching the show?
Yes, I will for sure get through the Alabasta arc. It's been hyped up by you, and I expect big things. So
He's got to make it back for a second interview.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Every 100 episodes, we'll get them in.
yeah, that'd probably be pretty good.
I told Wes that Alabasta was my favorite early One Piece arc, and I always go back and rewatch
Dang.
that one. It's the first one that really expands the world, and
It's the first large arc.
it's like it's the first saga really, because the main villain is present through multiple islands. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's what I like is that progression and the relationship with that villain, um, and actually having a villain that isn't just an inconvenience to the group, seems to definitely have resources behind him and the powers to back it up. So he's otherwise it's kind of a lot of these people have kind of been a joke. It seemed, um, not all of them, but they've been pretty easy to deal with.
yeah, yeah. No, sounds good. All right. Well, thank you so much, Weston. I appreciate you coming on, taking the time away from your family to do this silly show with us. Thank you so
Anyone you want to
much.
shout out to our 8 viewers?
Well, I mean, the only people I'd shout out won't watch because they don't want spoilers. So, otherwise, our buddy Trent, if he ever watches.
Trent has the hottest take of all time. He hated Nami throughout Arlong Park, and he still hated her after Arlong Park. And I want him on here so bad.
We're gonna get Trent on here someday.
He'll
So
he'd be a hoot if you have him on at the same time frame.
he's
Oh
my
God.
dream interview after you, Wes. Yeah. All right, Goldie, send us
All
on
right.
board.
Yeah, and thank you guys for watching us. We are here at Nakama News. This is the news. Thanks for joining. Have a good day.
A helping hand or two. I'm glad you could stick around for a minute now. You're always welcome back. Like I'm a news